Mikel Arteta wants to take Arsenal to the next level after re-establishing them as title contenders. The Gunners came agonizingly close to ending a 20-year Premier League title drought last season, only to be outdone by Manchester City at the final hurdle, and further signings are expected to lay the foundations for another title push next year. After heavy speculation that the club were considering moving for a striker in the January transfer window, Arteta is expected to sign a new forward before the 2024-25 campaign kicks off in August. A number of fringe players have been linked with moves elsewhere, too, and are expected to be moved on. With the transfer window set to officially open next week, activity is set to ramp up across the Premier League. Here, Mirror Football rounds up all the latest transfer news from the Emirates. Arteta open to 4 exits. Arsenal are open to offers for Aaron Ramsdale, Eddie Nketiah, Emile Smith-Rowe and Reiss Nelson in the upcoming transfer window, Mirror Football understands. The Gunners are expected to try and raise additional funds by offloading players who were on the fringes of Mikel Arteta's squad last season. Those include Ramsdale, who was usurped by David Raya, who is set to make his loan move from Brentford permanent. Nketiah also spent the majority of the campaign on the bench, while Smith-Rowe and Nelson, who signed a new contract just 12 months ago, are also seen as surplus to requirements. Ramsdale could get loan exit. On the subject of Aaron Ramsdale, Arsenal are open to letting the goalkeeper leave on loan if nobody is willing to sign the England star on a permanent basis. Ramsdale spent last season playing second fiddle for David Raya and has, naturally, attracted interest from Premier League rivals. However, he still has 3 years left to run on the new contract he signed just over 12 months ago, meaning Arsenal will only sell him for a substantial fee. They signed the shot-stopper for £30 million back in 2021. But Mirror Football understands that Arsenal will be open to letting Ramsdale leave on a temporary basis for the season if a permanent deal fails to materialise in the coming months. Guimaraes drops transfer hint. Bruno Guimaraes has insisted he is happy at Newcastle amid suggestions that he could be sold in order to meet the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. It has been widely reported that the Brazilian midfielder has a £100 million release clause, which is active until the end of June in his contract. Arsenal and Manchester City are both reportedly admirers of Guimaraes and have been tipped to trigger said clause. However, the player himself has expressed a desire to stay at St James Park, even if he did concede that he understood the club's financial situation could take matters out of his hands during an interview with Brazilian media.